Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm so excited because we are going to be doing another transformation look. We are going to be transforming from this to this. So I'm going to show you how to get this super simple, neutral, everyday glam. Now, let me just say, this is not a natural makeup look. This is not a no makeup look. This is not like a 5-minute makeup look. I can definitely do that for you guys. I've done like a 10-minute glam, but I can do something even more minimal for you. But I wanted to do something that was like a little bit of a step up from that, maybe like 2 steps up from that. So something for my girls and guys out there who don't want to be really minimal, but you also don't want to be like full on smoky eyes, like really, really intense makeup. So it's kind of like the happy medium in between both. This look is really perfect for anything because it's full coverage, it's long wearing, it looks good in pictures, still gonna look like your skin, but it's very neutral in tone. So you could do this for every day, special event, special occasion, whatever the case may be, because it is very simple. So anyways, now that I have talked your ear off, let's just go ahead and jump into it. Don't forget to grab a snack. And let's start transforming this face. So since this is a full transformation look, I decided to leave my brows in and show you how I do it, but I usually skip it because I do the same thing in every single video. But today we're gonna do the brows. So as always, I'm gonna start by outlining. I'm gonna use my Colourpop Precision Brow Pencil in the shade Bang & Brunette. I cannot get enough of this pencil. I have several favorites, but I don't know what it is about this one. I always go back to it. I have like 3 or 4 backups in my collection just in case something happens and they don't sell it anymore. I always gotta have a backup. Then to fill in the rest of my brows, I'm gonna go in also with my Colourpop brow color, and this one is also in the shade Bang & Brunette. This color is just literally like banging on me. Like it's just perfect. It's not too dark, it's not too light, it's not too ashy. It's a really, really nice shade, and Colourpop is like such a good brand when it comes to brow products because I feel like they have a lot of different shades. So I know that when I first fill in my brows, they look super crazy, but I promise once I clean them up, everything just comes together. And by the way, this brush that I'm using is from e.l.f. It's the 203 brush. It's their little brow brush, and seriously, it's amazing. I also like to kind of spoolie through so that I can distribute the product evenly throughout the rest of the brows. This next step is optional, but if you watch me, you know that for me it's crucial. So this is the NARS Soft Matte Concealer. I'm going to use the shade, I don't even know why I'm looking at it because I know it's medium 1 Custard. It's just my favorite for cleaning up the brows, spot concealing, anything. It's just amazing. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to use actually this flat concealer brush from Alamar Cosmetics. I'm going to just very, very lightly take a little bit of the concealer. A little bit goes a long way, and I'm just going to clean up the bottom and the top of the brows. Again, you don't have to do this, but I like to because I feel like it makes them look a little bit more precise and it just cleans them up. If maybe sometimes you get a little too happy with the product and you go overboard, this is a good way to kind of fix that. Then with an e.l.f. Flawless Concealer brush, I'm just going to take that and just blend right through it. So for eyeshadow, anytime I do this look, I like to keep it as simple as possible. You'll see, it's literally the most basic eye look ever, but that's why I like it. So I'm gonna go in with my Catrice Eye Foundation Waterproof Eye Primer. This one is the matte version. We want our shadows to last all day because that's what we're going for. And I'm just gonna take this all over. I just used this week and I was really impressed with it. Today I'm gonna actually use my Urban Decay Born to Run palette. I wanted to bring this bad boy out because one of you guys actually told me that this was on sale and I was very surprised. And I feel like this is perfect for summer. This is one of my favorite high-end eyeshadow palettes. I love it so much. I have done several looks with it. One of you tweeted me yesterday telling me that it was on sale, so hopefully it still is. So I'm first gonna go in with this shade right here, which is like a matte cream. And I'm just gonna take that and just set my lids. It's like, I would say it's probably like a shade or 2 darker than my actual skin tone, but I like it because it kind of just evens everything out. I'm then going to go in with the shade Riff, and I'm also going to take a little bit of the shade down here, which is called Punk. I'm going to take those 2 colors and just really buff that right in the crease. I love the shade Riff because it's like a really beautiful camel tone transition shade, and then Punk is a little bit more of like a red tone brown, so it's beautiful. I'll show you guys what I do with that shade in a minute, but at first I like to go in with both just to give me some smokiness in my crease, and then I will go in and kind of really make this look like it took a long time, but in all reality it didn't. It's so easy. Then I'm gonna use one of these brushes. I don't really know how to explain it. It's kind of flat, it's kind of fluffy. It's from my favorite brush kit from Amazon that I talk about all the time. But I'm gonna take this brush and I'm gonna take the shade down here again, which is called Punk. I'm gonna kind of run that right against the lashes. I'm not being really precise with this at all. I'm literally just kind of concentrating that Punk shade right on the lash line, bringing it up slightly towards the lid. You see, it kind of just creates like this really light, like little smokiness, and I love it. I like doing this with browns as well because it's not as harsh as using a black, but you still get that smoky look. And using a brush like this makes it really easy because it's already fluffy, so it kind of does a lot of the work for you, if that makes sense. Like, you don't really have to go in and blend for a million years. You just place the shadow and kind of just run it back and forth a little bit, and that's it. I will go back in and blend if needed once I have the lashes on and everything, but that's pretty much it for the shadow. And then I will just go in and apply a little inner corner highlight, brow bone, and that's it. It's like the easiest smoky eye ever. You literally just need like 2 shades. For lashes today, I'm gonna go in with the Salon Perfect Fully Stacked Lashes. So these are the 614s and the Demi Wispies stacked, and they're basically like the best of both worlds because I love both of those lashes, and together they make the most perfect everyday lash. I know that these can be a little or very dramatic for some people, but for me, I think they are just right. I just realized I forgot to apply a coat of mascara, so I'm gonna do it now. I usually don't like to do this after. I do it before because I feel like it makes the process easier, but these lashes look really beautiful regardless. They blend really well even if you don't have mascara. Something that I can never forget, no matter what kind of look I'm doing, is applying a liner to the upper waterline. So you can see when I lift, well, you might not really be able to tell, but there's kind of like a gap in between my real lashes and the falsies. So I like to go in with a black liner. This one's just from LA Girl. And I like to tight line up here because it kind of just makes the band appear thicker, and it just helps everything to blend a lot better. So I know that's really creepy and it can be kind of scary, but I promise if you're gentle, you won't poke your eye out. Now we can jump into the skin, which is very important with this look because we are going for full coverage yet skin-like, long-lasting foundation. So first things first with this look, primer water. That is key. So I'm gonna go in with the NYX Bare With Me Prime Set and Refresh Spray. You guys know, if you watch me, my Wet n Wild Photo Focus Rose Water is my absolute favorite, but I figured I would use something different to switch out some of the products a little bit because I use a lot of the same products in a lot of my videos. But I just used this week and I was really impressed. I really like it. Very refreshing, and you can also use it to set your makeup afterwards, but I'm gonna show you guys this amazing spray that I'm obsessed with for spring and summer. It's perfection. I have a new favorite primer, and I didn't think I was gonna love it this much, but I do. This is the Milk Makeup Grip Primer. Wow, this really makes your makeup last. This is like my 3rd or 4th time using it this week, and I'm very, very impressed. Holy cow. This doesn't really do much or anything really when it comes to filling in your pores or anything like that. It literally will just make your makeup last. It says it's a hydrating primer. I feel like it's hydrating, but it's nothing like excessive. It doesn't feel like a moisturizer. If anything, to me, this really just makes your makeup last longer. So if you have oily skin, you can definitely use this. You don't have to worry about it making your skin look dewy or anything like that, but definitely recommend it. I think for summer, this is going to be perfect. Your makeup literally is going to last all day. Then I'm going to go in with my Touch in Sol No Poreblem primer because, like I've said, this other primer doesn't really do much for filling in your pores. So I do have larger pores, so I like to concentrate this on like my T-zone. This is great. So smoothing, so nice on the skin. It's my favorite. I got it in a BoxyCharm and I've been loving it ever since. For foundation, I always go back to this one. It's just so good. It's so long wearing. It's like my go-to in the summertime. This is the Covergirl True Blend Matte Made Foundation. This one is in the shade M10. I also like to mix a little bit of M40 as well. I feel like both of these together is just like my perfect shade. On the bottle, this says that this is Comfort Matte Transfer Resistant Foundation, and I 100% agree with that claim. This literally will not budge throughout the entire day. It's gonna look good in pictures. It's gonna look good like no matter what you do. do. And the best part about it is that it's so lightweight, so you don't feel it on your skin, but you still get really, really nice coverage, which I'm all about. So I'm gonna just take this with my Wet n Wild beauty sponge, and I'm gonna just pounce this into the skin. You can just see how beautifully it just blends and melts into the skin. It just speaks for itself. It's that good. And they have a lot of shades in this foundation as well, which I love. It's really so easy. Like, it just blends effortlessly. For concealer, I have actually really been loving the e.l.f. 16-Hour Wear Camo Concealer. This one is in the shade Medium Beige. I still love my L'Oreal Full Wear Concealer, and I also still love my BH Cosmetics Studio Pro Concealer. I feel like this is like the next best thing next to those two, like as far as coverage and the way that it blends. I just wanted to switch it up because I've been using the BH one so much in my videos, so I wanted to use this one, and I love it. It's very creamy. This is very similar to Tarte Shape Tape, so if you don't love that one, I would definitely recommend the L'Oreal one, because I feel like this one is a little bit more on the matte side, so that's why I like it now that it's getting more warm outside. But like in general, the BH Cosmetics one and the L'Oreal ones are a little bit less drying on the face. I mean, this isn't like dry, it doesn't cling to any areas on your face that are dry, but it is more matte for sure. I'm just gonna use my same sponge and I'm just gonna really press this in. You see, like, it's so effortless. I feel like this shade's also really good too because it's not too light and it's not too neutral, so it brightens up my T-zone and my under eyes, but it's not like excessive, which I do love. Then to go ahead and set everything, I'm gonna go in with my Rimmel Stay Matte Translucent Powder. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I literally have like a little bit left of this. I never really used to run out of translucent powders up until like recently. I just love the way it looks when I set my makeup with translucent powder versus just a regular powder, especially underneath my eyes. It makes a huge difference with my under eye area. So this is just a really nice mattifying powder that again isn't too drying, and it also looks really good in pictures. I know I'm not using my collab one because I use that like in almost every makeup tutorial because it's that good. Nothing compares to that. But, you know, I like to switch it up and I like to give you guys different options for products as well. And when you're pressing this powder into your skin, you want to make sure that your sponge is not soaking wet, obviously. If I'm wringing my sponge out, there's no water coming out of it. So you want to make sure that you get all the water out of it before you apply any cream or powder products to your face. For bronzer, I have been loving the Fenty Beauty Sun Stalker Instant Warmth Bronzer. This one is in Shady Biz. Wow, this is so smooth. I feel like this comes with like a filter because when you put it on your cheeks, it's like automatically just so bronzy and pretty. And you guys know, I just did a full face Fenty. I'm obsessed with that brand. I'm just gonna take this and really just bronze my skin just to add that really nice warmth back to the face. It's not muddy, it's literally so soft. So they also do have a lot of shades in these. I believe they have 8, which is great. So a lot of you guys can find your hopefully perfect match. I'm gonna take more of that translucent powder. This is kind of like my lazy way of contouring slash like making this look like a contour, but I really obviously didn't. I'll just take the translucent powder and kind of just clean it up right underneath. And it makes the area look a little bit more precise, but I didn't necessarily go in and like chisel my cheeks out, you know? I'm gonna use that same bronzer and I'm gonna take a fluffy brush. This one is from J-Cat Beauty. It's the number 35 brush. And I'm gonna just take a little bit of the bronzer right on the sides of my nose and like on the bridge. And I'm just gonna clean it up. For blush, I'm really loving the Alamar Cosmetics Blush Trio. This one is the Fair Light one. They also do have a medium tan one, and then I'm pretty sure they have a deep dark one as well. These blushes are everything. They are so smooth and buttery. They remind me of something high-end. Honestly, these remind me so much of Jouer blushes, which is crazy because these are like not as expensive as Jouer, but they're just as good as Jouer. So I'm gonna just mix my brush into all 3 of the shades and then just apply that right to the apples of the cheeks. And I like to bring it up towards the bronzer as well. Look at that wash of color. It's perfect. I'm gonna go ahead and set my brows. I'm gonna use my Essence Make Me Brow Eyebrow Mascara. This one is in Brownie Brows, number 02. If I ever skip this step, my brows melt off my face. Not even kidding. I never really thought that tinted brow mascara made a difference until I didn't wear it, and then it's like, oh, where's the tail of my eyebrows? For highlight, I'm gonna go in with the Hard Candy Baked Highlighting Trio. This one is in Cruisin' the Coast. I'm just gonna mix my brush into all 3 shades. I know that it seems like it's going to be very dark, but I'm telling you, when you mix the 3 colors, it is the perfect glow. It's a little peachy, it's a little golden. It's really, really gorgeous. I just love how smooth and creamy the highlighter is. It kind of just really blends into your skin seamlessly. I love it. I feel like it could be really good also if you have texture on your skin, if you have more mature skin, because it's not like really like chunky glitter or anything in it. Like it's a really nice smooth formula. Let's finish up these lower lashes. I'm gonna jump back into the same 2 colors that I was using earlier, Punk and Riff. I'm gonna smudge those out on the lower lashes. You guys know the drill. Kind of connecting the lower lashes to the crease just to really just make everything look more seamless. Taking more of the Punk shade, which is that darker brown, I'm gonna focus more of it right on the outer lower lashes and not so much on the inner, but just to really elongate the eyes and make it look more like smoky. I'm gonna go ahead and line my waterline with a brown eyeliner. This one is from LA Girl. And I'm coating my bottom lashes with the Colourpop Volumizing BFF Mascara, which is my favorite. I'm gonna jump back into the highlighter. I almost forgot to do this. And I'm gonna do a little bit of inner corner highlight. I'm gonna take the middle shade right here. I honestly can't believe that I forgot to do this because this makes a huge difference. Just really brightens up that area. Oh my God, that scared me. Bernard, there must be a package. Just going back with that first blending brush, and I'm literally just gonna blend the edges out. For my lips, you already know, I cannot get enough of the Colourpop Lippy Pencils. This one is in BFF and it's so good. If you haven't tried these, I don't know what you're doing. They don't break, they last a long time, and they have a lot of colors, so BFF is my favorite. For lipstick, I'm gonna go in with the Bite Beauty lipstick in the shade Honeycomb. This is my perfect nude. It's like nude, it's not too nude, it's a little pinky, and it's very creamy and moisturizing, so you don't need to add anything on over top. I'm gonna go back in with the NYX setting spray, and I'm gonna just set, and I'm gonna use a different setting spray because I'm extra, and I just have to show you guys this other setting spray. It's so good. Oh wait. I forgot to use this in my last couple videos because I'm so used to just doing this that I forgot to bring it out, but I keep this in my vanity in my drawers and I love it. So I mentioned this before, but a subscriber got this for me, and if you're watching, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I love it. I'll usually at this time, ew, don't look at my armpits, but I will go back and kind of like brush through my flyaways. This right here is gonna be your best friend for summer if you want a glowy look. This is the e.l.f. Glow Dewy Mist. e.l.f. does a really great job with their dewy setting sprays. They make you look dewy and fresh, but not greasy, oily, and your makeup will still stay on. So this is amazing. You can spray it on your chest, all over your face. I love it. And it smells like coconuts, which is never a bad thing, especially in summer, so get it. I literally just saw this yesterday at Walmart. They have like this full line there, and I'm obsessed. Also, my necklaces, if you're curious, they're from Ana Luisa Jewelry. I have a coupon code with them actually. If you use code JuicyJas, you get $10 off. So I will leave all the details down below in the description box, as well as my other coupon codes and everything else as well. So that completes everything for this full transformation everyday glam. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I love this look. If you guys ever see me wearing a matte smoky eye like this, it is most likely this look because it's quick, it's easy, and I feel like it looks like you took your time with your makeup, but in all reality you didn't. So obviously I used a lot of products, not gonna lie, but everything was just so easy. So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I will leave everything that I mentioned in the description box below if you're interested. Thank you so much for all your continued love and support. I love you guys, and I'll see you soon.